Hey y'all, it's Casey the Tank here with more daily relatable gainer content. Today I'm going to be talking about love in the community and also mental illnesses while gaining. These are going to be some really hard topics to talk about, so let's see if I can get all the way through them in like 5 minutes or so. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that like button. And make sure that you turn notifications on so that way you get uploaded every time that I make a gainer rant. Without further ado, today's topic, like I said, is talking about finding love in the community and living with mental illnesses. I currently am 306 to 310 pounds. I'm 5'6", and there are times where I get really fucking violent. I get downright verbally abusive, I get downright emotionally abusive, and there are just some people out there that cannot handle me. You know, I deal with what is known as bipolar 1 disorder, I deal with borderline personality disorder, and then on top of it all, I have generalized anxiety, depression, and I also currently deal with a pervasive developmental disorder, basically autism. So, on top of the fact that my mood swings are so severe that I can't control them within a day, and between that and feeling like I'm a constant 5-year-old trapped in a 22-year-old's body, I live my life. Okay? And finding love in the community while trying to own these things feels impossible right now. I feel unwanted, unloved, uncared about, and like I'm not a good person. And I recently was in the hospital for suicidal depression. Yes, suicidal depression. Because I felt like I wasn't such a good person and I wanted to die. And talking about this with people, talking about these feelings, talking about my constant battles on a daily basis is new for me. You know, I have thoughts about 20 times a day that I am not a good person and that I deserve to be alone. Okay? That's once every few hours. Okay? And that sits there. And I think about it. And I think to myself, I'm not a good person. That I don't deserve love. That I don't deserve happiness. Right? That is what happens with my mental disorders. That is what happens with the chemicals being fucked up inside my brain. And I've come to terms with the fact that I'm a mess. I have come to terms with the fact that my disorders are incurable. And I feel unfixable because of that. I feel so distraught and downtrodden by my own mental health diagnoses that I don't know what to do. Except come to YouTube for help. Come to YouTube for support. Right? Because this breakup that I just experienced is ripped my heart out. He was the love of my life. We were going to get married. And I screwed it all up for myself because of my mental health diagnoses. I couldn't control myself. I couldn't control my emotions, and I let them all out, and I didn't know what I wanted. I still don't know what I want. I feel like I don't know myself. All I know is that I've got to keep living, and that there's tons of food for me, and that at the same time, I have to remember to take care of myself, and no matter what that looks like, I need to do it. You know, whether that be being on meds, going to therapy twice a week, whether that be going to see a psychiatrist every 2 weeks, I don't care. I need to do it. Because I am not going to deal with pushing more people away. I am not going to deal with the heartbreak, and I'm not going to deal with the grief, and I'm not going to deal with the depression, and I'm sure as hell not going to deal with the loss again. Because I am so done with those things. I am so done with feeling like shit about myself, and I am so done with feeling like shit in all of the relationships that I am in. Whether it be with family, or friends, or, you know, a romantic relationship, you know, or a platonic one, whatever the hell the case may be. I need to feel better about myself, and talking to you guys about it is the only way that I feel like I can feel better. So I'm coming to you guys for basically emotional support. And I feel kind of shitty about it, because I don't know what else to do. You know, I have my family, you know, but they're dealing with their own mental illnesses, right? Like, my family has, you know, either a manipulation disorder, or depression, or anxiety, or PTSD, or whatever the case may have you. Like, they're dealing with their own stuff already. And I feel like such a burden for adding my shit on top of it. And God forbid that I ever be a burden to them, because that's not what I want. Okay, I don't want to be a burden to people. And I guess that's where this video ends. Is me leaving you guys off with a little bit of hope that I'm hopefully going to change into a better person, that I will not feel so crappy about myself anymore, that I'm going to actually work on myself. Because losing the love of my life made me realize I need to be a different person. And if I can't be a different person, love isn't going to find me. I will never get love if I don't change. So, alright, well, Casey the Tank signing off, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for listening to my rant.